Alright. Hey there, everyone. And welcome to Corey Loses, where today we are going to be having our 12-year anniversary stream for Thrawn's Revenge. So we are going to start off by looking at actually the first released version of the mod. So this is the 1.0 version from 2010. At some point, hopefully we'll have a few of the other devs joining me, and then we might go and do some multiplayer in 2.2. I know Rogue is here in the chat. I think Bob was supposed to be here, and I think Dr. Knickers was potentially going to be here, but I don't know where anyone is right now. So we're just going to go and look at what the mod looked like 8 years ago. So this version was released September 1st, I think, 2010. This was the first time we had a full release of the mod, back when it was just the IR, NR, and Empire of the Hand that were playable. I think the Pentastar alignment is in here somewhere, but I don't know where. I'm always surprised when I see them, so I don't know. But yeah, so you can see it used to be what, just 7, 8 GCs? Yeah, 8. There's a bunch of stuff in here that some of it was cut, some of it was re-added later, some of it was never heard from again, some of it we plan to bring back in some other way later. But I don't know if you guys have any preference for faction, if you want to just throw out Empire of the Hand, New Republic, or Empire. And I'll probably go into Art of War, so we can see, just go through that. So we'll probably go for like 2 hours a day. We'll take a look at everything and see how we do. Really wish I could have music. NR. Okay, we got 2 Empire, 1 NR. So far, it's Empire. 3 Empire. Alright, looks like we're going to do Empire. I'll just leave it on medium. You know what, it doesn't matter. Let's go on hard. Art of War. So yeah, if you haven't seen the news post for the anniversary yet, you might want to go check that out. It basically just covers what's coming up in 2.2.5. The main things are that we want to get the Avitha back on. We've actually been talking to Petroglyph about what the potential error there is, and they've been very helpful. So thank you, Petroglyph. It seems like there's a potential issue with the actual faction slots in the game from the 17th through the 21st. Which is unfortunate, but it's something that we can work around, so... God, this is all so old. Alright, so... there are huts over here somewhere. Then the PA, I believe, is still up here. Alright, well let's drop these guys on there.
Moving to coordinates.
Yeah, so there's that. We finally got a system set up. So one of the things that was difficult with translations before is that it would have to be one person doing the entire file, and then if something changed, they'd either have to like remember where stuff was or not be able to. Oh god.
Surrounding the planet. Lay waste to any forces that oppose the Empire.
Petroglyph never had anything to do with EA.
I'm on it.
It was like Westwood was bought up by EA, and that's how Petroglyph formed, but because some of them went and made their own company after the whole
reinforcements canceled.
After Westwood was shutting down, but yeah, I'll update that description in a minute.
Roger that.
We are not going to be doing another 12 hours today. That's for sure. But
setting course.
So yeah, with the translations, I've now figured out that I can just, if I use the correct program, I can just copy and paste the entire text file as a spreadsheet. So then we can have as many people as we want editing the spreadsheet and translating the files, which makes life much easier. So that's how we're gonna do it. It's so zoomed in.
Heading to destination. We're moving out.
Reinforcements cancelled.
Moving to coordinates.
Reinforcements
The old
cancelled.
flak effects, random explosions
Move
around
out.
it.
Reinforcements
Navigating.
cancelled.
I copy. Navigating to coordinates.
Alex, this is the first released version of Thrawn's Revenge, so from 2010.
Star Destroyer reporting in.
But yeah, so now we can have as many people working on the translations as want to volunteer, so it's not all on one person, and then we can have the spreadsheets get updated as we go, so it much better.
Reporting.
Stay in formation. Get behind them.
The other thing was multiplayer GC. So we have the first multiplayer GC coded in. A lot of people are like, well, why can't you just convert the maps? But the issue with the multiplayer GC wasn't the maps. It was the fact that a lot of the features in the mod don't really work with multiplayer GC, so we had to make like a secondary set of units and lock them out in single player while making them available in multiplayer in order to have that work at all. So we've done that now. We're going to be releasing the Thrawn campaign as a multiplayer GC first, and we're going to leave some extra slots so we can just throw up each individual one after that as a separate download, and then we can have basically DLC for the mod, but free DLC. It's just that gives us some more time to develop like specific GCs for the mod, or for multiplayer, rather than have it all be the same.
I'm on them. We are victorious.
What else was there? Well, the stats screen that Bob's been working on, that's going to be in. You can see a picture of that on my database already. But basically what we've done, because of this thing, I like this chart, but you can only show 3 factions on it, which back in 2010 wasn't a problem because we only had the 3 payable ones anyways, and that's all anyone cared about. But with so many active factions, this graph becomes basically useless. So Bob has made it so that the mission holocron, now if you open it, there's a stats display page. Did someone just join? Someone just joined. Who do we got? It's Bob. Alright, I'm going to put on voice activity. Hello, Bob.
Hello.
Our first catch of the day. So yeah, I was just telling everyone about your... I don't know if you were listening. I was telling them about the stat display screen.
Invasion commencing.
And how
Yeah,
great it is.
I am pretty pleased with it. The ability to view the stats for every single faction, including things the minor factions like the Warlords. It's pretty cool.
Reporting.
We've located
And this
the
is
enemy.
we're looking at some classic Thrawn's Revenge, I see.
Yep.
Original and worst.
Removing their land bases in the area would
Was
go
it
a long
worse?
way in helping us keep the rebels out
yeah.
of our space. See to it.
I mean, I know you always try and hide it away, so it can't have been
Can do.
super great.
We always try to hide everything that was released before away.
Got it. Moving out.
There was an entire mini-mod that happened that we've denied the existence of since.
Yep, that's the mini mod into the full release was a big thing back in the day. These days, it seems to be the 1 credits 1 second mods
Can I
into
help?
Oh my god.
no full release, flooding the workshop.
Feels like there's a new one every day.
Ready.
It's kind of crazy. It's like, oh, Yoden needs one, and Raw needs one, and I don't know if I've seen any TR ones actually.
I think part of that is that as soon as that started, was around the same time we put out the patch that put the config files into the config.meg, and I don't know if they know how to find them.
Yeah, the people who tend to work on those mods don't tend to be too invested in the scene or learning things, I don't think. So,
All right.
I mean, they're providing a service that people want, but it's a bit like the asset flips on the Steam store filling up everything. So kind of annoying to see that, like, every time you go on the EAW page on like your personal library page on Steam, and it's like 1 credit 1 second Yoden add-on, 1 credit 1 second EAW version, 1 credit 1 second core, and it's like, okay.
Bombing run available.
These are all exciting mods that I need to know about, apparently.
Choose your reinforcements.
Yeah.
We've secured the landing zone.
Like, I certainly don't
way,
begrudge
sir.
them to anyone who enjoys
On my
them,
way.
or anyone who enjoys making them, but
Orders knowledge.
yeah, I wish they could be categorized separately.
Yeah, this is a map that's still in the game, but now the place I started is a sensor array, and the entry zone's over here. Much less tedious.
Ah yes, Corey's beloved sensor arrays.
Corey
out.
hates tedious
Brigade
things.
standing by.
That's why I mod. No tedium in modding.
No, none at all. I mean, I totally didn't just spend the entire
Reporting.
morning repetitively
sir.
deleting
Scouting.
ship upgrades, and then doing find replace, and then doing cleanup, and then doing a bug check for 30 units. No tedium at all.
By the entire day, do you mean like most of the last few weeks?
Rolling out.
That's what I've been hearing you talk about.
Yes, no, that's pretty much what I've been doing. I'm down to the last like 6 or 7 fighters, so Phoenix Rising, the other mod I work on, will be performing a lot better, hopefully. And there will be less stuff that people don't care about, and you won't just be doing an upgrade and seeing like, wow, that did nothing. So, on the whole, I'm hoping it's better. I was thinking, if we're the only ones, if we're the only ones, the only devs here, we should totally do multiplayer GC.
Yeah, we can do that.
And we can both revel in the joy that is ground combat.
Oh, yeah.
And then we can have the fun part where I go and destroy all your sensor arrays.
On my way.
Don't do that.
Scanning area. On my way.
It's unacceptable.
Yes, Commander.
And then we can both just get like crammed into choke points and bombard each other to pieces. And the kind of rushing that you have to do is strange. Maybe we can agree not to do that for the sanity of the
Destination
viewers.
set.
Maybe.
Affirmative.
I like winning, so I don't know.
Ready to go. Scanning area. Ready.
Hawks doesn't think I like winning, but, you know. Thanks, Brady.
Bombardment available.
That's Pox's problem.
Yes. I'll do my
He
best.
seemed like legitimately upset in that stream. I don't know.
Can I assist?
Yeah, no, he did. That's possibly the most upset I've heard him.
New coordinates.
He used to play StarCraft, so I guess it doesn't surprise me too much.
Yeah.
Scanning.
A competitive individual, especially when I start messing with his Lewis scripts.
Roger that. Fall out. AT ready.
Refactoring.
Yes. So what I do is I write really messy functions, and I'm like, hey Pox, look at this messy function. It does what I need it to do. And then he just kind of gets a bit of a nervous tick and goes and fixes it.
Awaiting orders. On the move.
That's how, if you're ever wondering like where he
Awaiting
is,
orders.
if you just talk about messy code somewhere, he'll show up.
Yeah.
The hell? What is this?
This way.
It's a tunnel.
System.
Apparently.
I think that might still be on the map, actually.
Is it?
I'm not sure. I feel like I've seen some units disappear under there on the map previously. I need to probably just Rogue needs to go double check the passability.
I think when Enceladus put it there, it was intentional, but it's just weird.
Yeah,
It
like
needs
those
to
things are
not
kind of
be.
cool, except that
We shall be there shortly.
certain props don't trigger the kind of
Tactical battle imminent.
opaque
See,
silhouette
yeah.
properly. If they did, if all of them triggered that properly, it would be fine. But they kind of don't.
It's fine for
So-
small passages, but for an entire
Ready,
thing like
reporting.
that, not
Coordinates
so
in
great.
hand.
Okay,
Let's show
Rogue
these
said he fixed
dissidents
that.
who rules this galaxy.
Okay, cool.
Remove their influence from the system by destroying all
I
their
guess he's at
defenses.
work, Rogue? I don't know. I assume you're at work.
Online. Frigate on
Hard at
route.
work.
Choose your reinforcements.
Busy, busy, busy.
Bomber squadron reporting.
Fans asking 2.3 when? Well, you'll be glad to hear
Weapons
that
charged.
2.3 is planned to release
In the
in less
future.
than 5 years.
Ooh.
Frequency open.
Yeah, that's good.
I will say less than 5 years. Let's go with that.
Well,
I
now
think
that
that's
you've said
optimistic
that,
enough.
I think, well, we probably said that about 2.2 when we started that, but
There they are. Ready for action.
I feel like all of us are older and wiser and have better workflow, as in we have a workflow.
I also don't
A lot of
have
the-
another job, so that makes it a lot easier for me, at least, to actually get stuff done.
Yeah, and I basically don't have a real job, so...
Open fire.
There you go. But I think when 2.2 started, that would have been like 2014, so I was just in my last year of my degree, and then
I went
Weapons
4
on.
years.
then I started at McDonald's and wanted to die for a year and a half. That was...
Yeah, I believe that's the
We're
effect
on the
that has on
move.
people.
That's also what made me start my channel, so
Thanks, McDonald's.
Reinforcements
yeah.
canceled.
Right away.
Corey Loses, sponsored by McDonald's. No, we're not. Don't anyone...
Wow, the fog of war reveal on ships was really short
Yeah.
in this version, huh? Wow, the Star Destroyer can't even see out to its own weapons
Roger.
range.
Commander, reporting in.
I'm not sure how that happened.
Roger that.
It's like everything has got a quarter of its intended reveal range.
Order confirmed. We've got them on scopes. We're on the move. Moving ahead. Moving into position.
Reinforcements canceled.
I think this was basically back when I didn't play Empire War too, so that's...
Reinforcements canceled.
Heading out.
Just like, yeah, you know, we made the mod and people can go play it if they want, I guess.
Well, before we released this build, the mod had been dead for a good 6 months. It was like we got to the end of 2009, and we all were like, that was the semester before most of us went to university, and we'd been working on the
Yeah.
mod for like 4 years by then. We were all kind of just sick of life, and so we shut it down. And then the next summer, right before we were leaving, I just emailed everyone. I was like, hey, I'm gonna finish this, whatever I get done, I'm releasing. Who wants to join back up and do that? So we did that, and then we all hated it, so we decided we'd stick around longer until we fixed it. Then we just never stopped having to fix it.
And here we are. On the bright side, there's a lot less to fix these days.
Yeah, that's good.
Our primary target
It's-
is those iron cannons.
The things we have to fix are mostly things that we can't fix, which is kind of good. Kind of.
Yeah, that's always fun to find. But now when we find stuff we can't fix, Petroglyph just fixes it for us.
Yeah, and let's hope that continues.
Fire.
I appreciate the continuing support of the game.
Poor Brian.
Yeah.
Target
I mean, I feel like he should be paid more since it's presumably what's keeping the studio afloat.
By us.
Like, realistically. By Petroglyph, definitely. Since, you know, maybe he should get like a 5% cut of all Empire War sales.
Should
over
we
the last,
forward
like-
our business ideas to
Yeah.
Petroglyph for...
Waiting order. Enemy spotted.
How old? I'm 26.
Destroyer here. The lasers
I was
are
14
our
when I started the mod. That math's out. 26 minus 12. What exactly is relationship with Petroglyph? We don't have any like actual relationship with him, but Petroglyph, especially since they started getting the ability to patch the game again from Disney, they've been really communicative with the different mod teams, the community. So we've been able to shoot them a question every now and then, and generally they're pretty good again about responding, just letting us know what stuff, like they gave us the debug build for the game a while ago, which is basically you go in game and it tells you when something's gone wrong. So if there's ever like an error message that we don't understand, then one of the programmers has been basically letting everyone know what that stuff means.
Attacking target.
And if there's any like super big issues, like the save issue, actually we sent them the information, like the crash logs for that, and they were able to fix that for the patch. So Petroglyph has been really great, especially recently. Like before, it wasn't really their choice. There wasn't anything they were allowed to do, but now that they're able to actually start getting patches out again, they were working pretty quickly to solve whatever issues they could.
Yeah, it's been pretty pleasing to see, and hopefully it can continue for at least a little while. I suspect they'll probably. I think it's all very dependent on how their current game.
Yeah, because like after the first few patches, they had to work on the Forged Battalion stuff, so that's why there was such a long wait between the. I think it was the second patch and the third one that just came out. It was a few months, like 6 months or more.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it'll probably be like that again. I think they have other stuff they're supposed to be doing, but
yeah, I mean,
for a 12-year-old game, the fact that you're getting any support at all is pretty rare.
Yeah, and it seems like they still have a lot of the old source code knocking about, which is nice.
Yeah. Well, it helps that they still use the engine. So
yes, to a certain extent. It's called the GlyphX engine now, I think, technically.
Yeah.
Target those lasers.
But it's basically the same thing. Still uses meg files. You can actually tell when you can look at all the games they've made and see the evolution of the engine. And like, there are certain points, and like even Grey Goo, where you can look at it and be like, yep, that's Alamo, all right.
Yeah. Their latest game, Alex, is Forged Battalion, if you want to check that out on Steam.
Yeah, the more people who do check it out, it's probably the better, the more likely we are to continue having support for Empire at War.
Yeah.
So, it's meant to be not terrible. It's not like mind-blowing, but it's a pretty decent RTS, and we don't get many RTS at all these days, so...
Yeah, a lot of what Petroglyph's been doing in the recent years has been releasing, like, kind of classic-style RTS games.
Yeah,
right.
They've done some really weird bits in between as well. I think they did a card game at one point. They tried to do a kind of MOBA that fell through.
Yeah, that was
coming about
back when like everyone and their brother was trying to start a MOBA.
Yeah, and then
League was popular and Dota was popular, but a big part of that is that you need a certain amount of user base for that to work, or else.
Yeah, so there's too much inertia. It's like battle royale games at the moment, right? Everyone and their mother's trying to make one.
And
looking
Bluehole
at
will
E3.
sue you. So
yeah, and it's there's a lot of inertia in the player base, especially even more so when the big player is a paid-for game. Like free-to-play, obviously there's inertia where you build up your own like personal account, but when people spend money on the game up front, that's even more inertia in some ways. People are like, I've got, I paid for this. Why would I go play another one and pay for another one? So
frigate standing by.
Breaking into genres like that
stand in
is
our way.
tough.
Eliminate them
Yeah.
to prepare for our land invasion.
And they had the issues with Mythion when that was a thing, where I think that's the one where
Roger that.
there was a lot of issues with the publisher,
Warm up.
between them and the
they've had
publisher,
a
where
lot
they
of
got
bad
sued.
publisher experiences. And I'm kind of glad they've gone to self-publish early access, because
Yeah.
publishers seem to have been their main issue in the past.
Choose your
Yeah, Universe at War could have been. I feel like they could have gotten at least a little bit more out of that, if not for Games for Windows Live.
Yeah, I mean, it was a pretty decent game. There could have been a tolerable sequel.
Destination confirmed.
There was a lot of options there that they could have gone with, and it wasn't like it was a pretty decent RTS at the time. It was just they managed to drop it just when Games for Windows Live was starting to really fall out of favor. It was kind of buggy, and I feel like RTS as a whole at the time was starting its kind of downward trend.
Yeah.
Like, you still had Supreme Commander and stuff like that coming out, but it was really starting to...
It was like Company of
Shooters
Heroes
sort of
solved the
thing.
genre, and then everyone moved on. So
Yeah, basically, that's how a lot of people feel, I think. Like, I tried Company of Heroes 2 recently, and I was like, this isn't significantly different to Company of Heroes 1.
yeah.
Like, I know that sometimes people want that in a sequel, but I wanted a little more evolution. And it's like, well, there are no problems left to solve, I guess,
Destination set.
in the kind of like more gamey side of RTS.
Inputting
In the
the
simulation
warhead.
side, it still seems like there's a lot of stuff to do, like Men of War and stuff like that have a whole load of jank in them.
They rebuilt the station.
Battle imminent.
How rude.
I just wanted to fight some hut ground stuff. But you want to do multiplayer now?
Sure, why not? Let's try some multiplayer GC because it could be hilarious, right? Probably want on the development build, I think.
Yes, that's the one that has it.
Yeah.
Generally a good place to do stuff.
Yeah, well, I mean, technically we could try and use the beta, but all up to date.
Neutral colors for travel routes. EOTH on.
Cool, so everything's white now?
Yep. Otherwise, it would be the weird mixes of different colors, and that's never been okay with me.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a shame that certain parts of the game like that just don't have... They're just not dynamic arrays, basically.
I think that one's assigned by faction alignment or something.
Yes, it's like good, evil, corrupt. There's like 5 different ways that things are set up in Empire at War. There's like the faction. There's the faction alignment. There's the faction like index. There's... I think there's a couple of others as well. But it's obnoxious. It's one of the stupid things that, you know, they were... You can look in the code if you want and see all the comments and see how they all had to rush things out and have a super fun time trying to get the game released. Because that's how... They were a brand new studio when they made Empire at War.
Yeah, they were, what are the Penguani? Yeah, the Penguani, I think, were in the game.
Yep,
that was
a brilliant joke.
Clearly the best part of Empire War.
In Phoenix Rising, we bring them back as a bunch of natives, and they have carbonite rifles, and they're actually kind of dangerous. And hilarious, obviously.
Right, who do you want?
I'll be the New Republic, why not? It served me pretty well against Hex.
This being EAW multiplayer, this could all go horribly wrong for reasons out of our control, but...
Let me think, last time, when I tried it with Hex, it was alright. But then again, Hex wasn't streaming at the same time, so... And the multiplayer GC is actually pretty smooth. Okay, so far so good.
Yeah, I have less than a month, and then I'll be at my own apartment in Ottawa. Or what are you really?
Tactical battle imminent.
I told you. You got to be ruthless.
I thought we said we weren't going to do that.
But then you said you wanted to win, so I was like, okay, let's get it going. And Creek Mine is kind of in a gap, you know. It's in between a couple of my planets, so gotta close that off. Now this is where we discover that, in fact, the fast forward button is the greatest invention known to all players. As I gently send my A-wing in.
Can you send it in such a way that they will blow up before?
Lots of frigate reporting. Copy.
Hey, I'm hearing you, and I'm hearing you. Bob also did the voice on the Lancer here, so.
Yes, and I'm getting all the new voices for the
commence attack.
For the MC-80.
I haven't heard those yet, actually.
And the brilliant Quasar VO. Like that Quasar VO is amazing. Like whoever was convinced to do that, brilliant. And I feel like there's the ham level. The ham level's pretty decent on the Mon Cal stuff. It's not like overkill ham. It's just like appropriate levels of Mon Calamari ham.
Yes, Commander.
Exactly. Appropriate levels.
What are you doing?
Oh shit! I did not mean to hit that button.
I shouldn't have said anything. Do it again?
Indeed. It was totally intentional.
Commander, they're hitting us. Stay in formation. Preparing for jump to light speed.
Were you? Oh, you were trying to auto resolve, weren't you?
I possibly was. I was just like automatically, yeah. I was just like autopilot and like, yeah, it'll be fine.
Run.
It's not a real answer anyway.
Killed the A-Wing squadron. That went better than expected.
Hooray for me. Okay, now let's
Order confirmed.
rude.
Ground.
Understood.
Rude, rude, rude.
Heading to destination.
Tactical battle imminent.
What do we got over here?
Extremely rude. This is not going to go well.
I
I don't know, I've got booster turret. Can booster turret pull this off?
Standing
Probably.
by.
Is this as good ISD or is bad ISD?
This is, I think, bad. Are there any
Okay.
flaming hard points? Probably. I think we did dummy hard points on top of that. How many turrets do you have as hard points?
Not enough. Not enough.
Then no.
It's missing like half the side turbo lasers, yeah. Well, time to get out of here.
Yeah, thank you, person you least expect. Yeah, we are doing a multiplayer DC right now. No,
Yeah,
stay
so-
around, stay around, stay around. It's fine.
Retreat
Moving
aborted.
Fine, God.
Star
I mean, you don't
Destroyer
have to
reporting in.
listen.
I mean, I do get quite a lot of assault frigates. The thing about multiplayer is that retreat is possibly OP. And by possibly, I mean it's extremely
TIE
OP.
interceptor here.
Single
Yes,
unit?
Commander.
No, that's not a thing. Just
No, just
regular
retreat in general is
Oh, wait.
very, very easy to exploit because it takes such a long time for your units to get here. I can still hit retreat now and get away with everything. And all I lose is a level 2 shipyard.
Awaiting your orders.
And
the
technically
planet.
space control of the planet. Well, we'll find out whether land is as... The thing is that land is so easy to defend on sometimes that... Yeah, because when a player knows that they need to actually defend their power generator and stuff, and maybe if it's under a shield, it's a bad time for the attacker. A very bad time indeed.
On my way.
Just kind of try to shuffle my fleets.
We're moving out.
Shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. No, you don't.
Battle imminent.
It's a lot of people. Uh-oh. Oh, it's fine.
It's okay. AACs will win the day.
That's always true.
Brigade standing by. Rolling out. Reporting.
See, I was
Deploying
thinking I'd
stormtrooper.
sell the things, but I feel like
Reporting.
multiplayer DC is probably a lot more fast-paced. Like,
Yes,
I don't know
sir.
how much opportunity you have to actually
Scouting.
buy stuff, especially early
Ready
on.
for recon.
Awaiting orders.
Almost none from what I've experienced playing against Hex. It's interesting, and this is where we truly discover how OP build pads are. I just like to. I'm going to beat that drum repeatedly, but build pads OP as fuck.
Sensor node constructing.
Move.
Thanks, Altman. Appreciate it.
Gearing up. Almost
Moving to
there.
secondary position.
Armor ready. Moving to position.
Construction complete. Ready.
Alright,
We've
where
located the
are
enemy.
some build pads
Moving
for
out.
me?
Crap, you're yellow.
Just give me a target.
Why do you have to go pick yellow? It's really confusing.
Moving. Let's roll.
Did you pick your actual faction color?
Yes, sir.
Tank
Pretty much, yeah.
on my way.
Base
Amateur.
is under attack.
Moving out. Awaiting destination.
Turret constructing.
Scout trooper action.
All right, men. Take
Scanning
cover.
the area.
Support is ready. Knowledge. Roger.
Affirmative, sir.
See, now your problem is that I know where the sensor array is on this map. But yeah, the reason it's confusing is that for some
Ready to go.
reason,
On my
your
way.
color doesn't maintain the faction. If you capture something,
Yes, come on.
it goes to the default faction color, not the actual, like, chosen faction color. So that's a thing.
AT destroyed.
Awaiting orders.
So like
Engaging enemy.
my pads are all going to be orange, and yours are all going to be
Yeah,
Reporting in.
green, I think.
rip AT-AT.
Form up. Advancing.
Always ready, sir.
Scanning area. On the move.
I didn't realize that you gave saber tanks rocket launchers.
Affirmative.
I think that would have been Jorrit when he was doing the
Roger that.
hard
I didn't think the 2Ms. I didn't think the 2Ms had rocket launchers.
Watching for the enemy.
I don't know if they do or not.
Awaiting orders.
It was either Jorrit or Phil.
Construction complete. Squad.
They should be here so we can yell at them about
I
it.
copy.
Hey, I thought everyone should be here, but apparently people have lives or something. I don't know.
Weirdos.
Affirmative. Right
Yeah,
away.
it's like they have frickin'
Order acknowledged.
360 turret missile launchers, like the AACs. It's like you've got your own AACs now.
Let's move
I mean,
out.
2Ms did
Let's
need to be
go.
buffed,
Keep
but maybe
going.
not that much.
This way. Over there. Rolling out. Moving to position.
Oh God,
I'm just
run
gonna
away,
kite
run
through
away.
your
On
AACs.
my way.
Run away!
Right away. Order acknowledged. Heading out.
You were meant to be
Order.
running away.
Let's move out. Moving to fire. Let's go. Targeting. Keep going.
No, my AACs. Not the best unit.
Over there. Rolling
They're not so good when you can
Moving
avoid the
position.
missiles.
Moving. Let's
It's
roll.
true. Actual players are pretty
On
good
my
against
way.
them, it turns out.
Moving out.
Though AT-ATs, sorry, are really bad, like so bad against AACs because the AAC player can kite so easily.
Reporting in.
Okay, and this is where we discover the 2M's weakness.
Fire.
Unit destroyed.
Anything
They have
else?
the health. Yeah, they have the health of a like
Hey, come on.
geriatric swamp speeder.
Can swamp speeders be Jerry? Okay, I'm gonna see it.
Retreat suggested.
What? You don't want to be repeatedly bombed?
Not especially, no.
But all these poor stormtroopers, they're going to be put to the sword.
Just Luke.
System lost. Tactical battle imminent.
Oh my god. And this is what happens, right? You just have battle after battle after battle after battle.
Everyone's got to get established. There's a lot of early opportunity.
Yeah, it feels like what needs to happen, perhaps, is
Frequency open. Location confirmed.
that maybe like starting forces fleets need to be
Fallout.
joined up
Let's
into
go.
more solid blocks,
Yeah.
basically, to start with, so that we don't have to basically completely
Move everything.
spend
Yeah.
the first 2 weeks
This way.
just moving stuff.
Well, we were talking about doing that more generally, even in single player stuff.
Yes, because it's just a bit of tedium. Again,
Yeah.
we'd like to remove tedium. And most of the time, it's not something that actually gains you anything, like, necessary.
When are we going to get the GC editor? Well, basically, the way we've been working on that is whenever we needed certain
There they
functionality,
are.
that's when we put it in. Because our focus... Oh god, what the...
Choose your reinforcements.
Our focus
So,
has
as a
been on
reminder,
getting the
the-
actual
This way. Moving to sector.
work done, more so than
Move out.
getting the
We shall be there
tool
shortly.
polished and more usable for actual people.
So yeah, starbases still have maximum line of sight, so as defender, you can just go bum rush the scout. Scouts are actually really bad now, as a result, in some cases. You need a pretty strong ship to be the scout.
Right
But,
away.
you know, a Lancer actually does
Moving
pretty
out.
well, because fighters are generally the only things quick enough to get in and clear them
Awaiting your
out.
command.
So.
Order confirmed.
I was trying to hide all my ISDs from you until later, but
I think you panicked a little too much.
well, I figured it was coming, and I didn't want to lose the Lancer. Anything
'Cause that
less
would've
than
been
I would have
hilarious.
lost the Lancer.
But yeah, so this is where both sides need some starting interdictors, I think, at key worlds,
Yeah.
to prevent just like retreating everywhere all the time.
Where did you send my
Maybe
other
I can-
AT-AT? There we are.
Stuff.
Enemy fleet approaching.
Where?
Fallout.
Oh. Carda.
Tactical battle imminent.
And I do kind of want to do some testing with the multiplayer story events, because there's technically that
Yeah, that-
multiplayer enabled tag, which is like,
that's
this is
true.
experimental, it might not work, it might work, who knows? But it's worth a try, right?
Yeah.
Reinforcements en route.
The only thing that we know we 100% can't use is anything that looks for player-controlled stuff in Lewis scripts. 'Cause
Right.
That's everything.
Reinforcements en route.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, Jacko.
You'd have to change to each. If you did multiplayer GC Lewis scripts, they'd have to be faction specific.
Yeah, and then you're really just asking for desyncs.
Oh yeah. Because having a script running in the background of the entire GC is just like oof.
Especially if you're trying to do anything that's like true random.
Yeah.
Reinforcements en route.
Yeah. No random starting forces in multiplayer GCs, that's for sure.
Can you tell me everything you have in your fleet, please?
Don't you have full vision? I mean.
Yeah, but I'm not sure if you have anything in reserve. That's what I'm concerned about.
No. This is all I need.
Copy. Fallout.
My main concern is actually the Lancers. Like,
Yeah.
Yes, Commander.
Corvettes are so powerful, these fighters are kind of useless until I get them destroyed. It's like,
Frigate here. Let's go.
And with you having full vision, and me having full vision technically, actually, it seems, for some reason. This is going to be weird.
Probably one of your fighters, I'd say. Generally,
Yeah.
they're the ones that end up with leftover line of sight.
Yeah, because these are all meant to be skirmish units, right?
This way.
So
Yeah.
Bomber standing by.
Frequency open.
Bomber squadron reporting. Falling out of formation.
Yeah, Tom, during game constants, you can just set the
Target the lasers.
respawn timer to -1, and it should
Lots of frigate reporting.
just take them away.
yeah, this is where I find out just how good MC-ADBs are.
Enemies in range.
Draw their fire.
It was a bold move. Hopefully it pays off.
Attack formation. Die squadron standing by.
Yes, Commander. Commence attack.
Sir,
Captain here.
Holding fire
Fire
for
for
maximum effect.
get behind them.
That extra dreadnought I'm worried about.
Come about. Frigate here.
I have them now.
Attack.
Not worried enough to actually attack it first, but there goes power to shields. So dreadnought and strike cruiser are down too. Yeah, this isn't enough.
Yeah, so MC-ADB is pretty good, it turns out.
Well, it really just has to make up for 2 Carracks and a strike cruiser, which isn't that tall of an order.
Enemy ships.
No. Oh no, my poor bombers.
Yeah, Jacko, those matches are
Didn't
open
quite get
to
that.
anyone as long as you're there when the stream's happening. Just join up and there
Ready
you
for
go.
action. Commander, they're
Thanks,
hitting
Kumar.
us.
And of course, as the players, you can do fun things like ignore the shield generators that are left over.
Where'd he go?
That don't matter.
Frequency open.
Nowhere to
Oh no, the shields are nearly down.
Fire at will.
go after them.
Jacko, I basically just host the streams and then lobbies open, people join, whatever. The next one should be sometime next week.
Ready for orders. Falling out of
Lots of
formation.
frigate reporting.
Draw their
I do feel like multiplayer GC is going to be a brilliant testing ground for actually
Balancing
determining
stuff.
balance of various
What's your
things.
orders?
Yeah.
And like really recognizing what the problems are. Because ideally, you know, you want a situation where the AI is at least
I've got him.
doing stuff that's close enough to a player that you don't want to bounce around the AI being AI as much.
Yeah.
So
Copy. Fire. Enemies in
Well,
range.
certain stuff that's made or that's done to make it more challenging in single player doesn't really work for
no,
that.
exactly.
We have been defeated.
There's going to be some things I feel like fighters being non-victory relevant is going to make them even less useful to build, specifically in multiplayer GC, because it just means you can just pretty much ignore them in many situations, which is kind of annoying. As the New Republic, anyway.
Mhm.
Invasion commencing.
Oh no, it's Joris. Oh shit, this map. Oh god. Oh, let's see if I can pull off what I did with what I did against Hex, which got him so salty. It was kind of hilarious. Damn. I didn't have time to rearrange my units enough.
The enemy has been spotted.
Are you gonna...
Choose your reinforcements.
Moving out. Advancing.
On my way. Maximum unit capacity.
Reporting.
No, you just have to join the lobby when they're
Order
up.
acknowledged. Yes, Commander.
What are
Order,
you doing
sir.
over there, sir?
Affirmative. Take cover!
Oh shit.
Right away, sir. Squad, advance.
Where's a build pad over here? There's one.
Reporting.
You don't need build
Awaiting
pads, I don't know
order.
what you're talking about.
Move out.
Build pads are all mine.
Ready. Right away. Yes, sir. Roger. Reporting in. Spread out, men!
Furious clicking.
Constructing.
That's what RTS games are.
Roger that. Let's go. Target
I know,
acquired.
it's just not usually associated with Empire at War, you know.
Unit destroyed.
It's all about the
So
APM.
now this is where I'm an obnoxious asshole, and
Construction complete.
Well, how's that different from usual?
haha, exploit the AACs.
I wish I had
Hey
some
look, they can
TMs
go on
here.
water.
Construction complete.
I have never been to Vermont.
Roger that.
My stormtroopers can't go on water.
Moving to that area, sir.
Exactly.
What a twist. Never would have seen that coming.
Form up.
And this is also where we
Heading
discover
out.
how useless bunkers are, because as soon as I put people in a bunker, you just bomb it, and or
Avoiding fire!
bomb it or obviously bombard it. Like, you cannot make hard points
All
as a
out, troops.
defender because they just get annihilated.
Target confirmed. Let's move out.
No! Rocket dudes.
Keep going. This way.
Stand still.
No! Well, some of them
there.
apparently want to. I can't control that. It's their
Moving
problem.
out.
Choose your reinforcements.
No sensor array for you.
Advance. There they are.
I don't want you to shoot those things. There you go.
It's a massacre.
Load your weapon.
They're all dead.
Squad, move out.
It's a pity I value their lives so little.
Right away, sir.
I mean, I'm killing, what, like 300 credits worth of infantry here? Truly, a blow you'll never recover from.
Move out.
Bombing run.
But to be fair, any victory in a
Moving
battle
to that area, sir.
in multiplayer is incredibly
Heading out.
impactful because you don't have time to build stuff. And if you don't have time to... Oh, shit!
Fallout troops.
Oh, one survived.
Move out.
And if you don't have time to rebuild stuff, any losses are just, like, catastrophic. Because there's nothing you can really do about them. It's like, well, those people are dead, I guess.
Inputting coordinates.
Oh, crap.
Turret constructing.
Get him, Rocket Man.
Attack.
He's dead.
Keep going.
I was hoping you'd be so distracted by what you were saying you wouldn't move your ACs or the bombing runs. So
I mean, nearly. It was pretty close. It was kind of funny.
Form up.
it's the kind of next level strats you gotta go
Destination
with.
set.
Very well.
Very well.
Destination
All
is
right,
acknowledged.
it's Joris.
At maximum unit capacity.
I'm pretty happy with how the grass has
Ready.
come out now, now that it's shaded properly.
Yeah.
It's still not perfect, but it's way better than it was. It just makes things seem a lot more lush.
AT-AT ready.
Can you not
Acknowledged.
do that?
Target acquired.
No, I can definitely do that. Look, you didn't bring any speeders. This is what happens.
I don't have any speeders to bring.
Weapon
Also,
armed.
now that they're hard points, the AT-AT can't hit shit at this kind of range. Whoop, okay, I tell a lie. Oh!
Oh, do you have any other ones?
Destination set. Armored transport.
I don't know, do I?
I'm gonna say no, or else it would have been here.
I
This
mean,
way.
maybe?
Reporting
So
in.
no.
You may start your approach. I will cover you.
Possibly?
On my way.
So this is where I run away gallantly.
Sensor node
Brave Sir
constructing.
Robin.
Bob actually
We'll
redid
run
these
away.
ones.
Roger that.
I don't think they were first years.
Form up.
You men take the flank.
Yeah, so yeah, it's basically, I believe it's exactly what Farseer did.
On the move.
Because it's a very slight modification of the edits that Petroglyph themselves made
We'll cover you.
to the
Awaiting your orders.
to the shader.
Targeting at
What I
maximum
did was I
firepower.
changed some of the alpha blending setting so that it just works a little better with the standard types of grass. It's still not as good as I'd want it to be, but basically what has to happen is Nick has to go through and edit the
On my way, sir.
edit stuff a bit more. Basically, the textures just need to have a bit of a stronger alpha. It needs to be like, you can't have an alpha gradient quite so much. It needs to just be straight up on or off. Oh, is it frozen? Oh, there we
Hold
go.
on.
Oh. No, don't do this, Empire at War. It was
we go.
going so well.
Cannon charge.
Everything's fine. Bob's not playing
this
the
is where we
Empire,
discovered that-
Kumar. I am.
Yeah, because he's
Walker
losing.
moving out. Yes. sir.
What?
Follow my
How is that in any
You
way
start your
connected to
approach.
what I said?
I will cover you. You men take
He
the
said
flank.
someone was saying that you were playing the
Follow
Empire.
my lead.
We'll clear the way for you. Provide
He was
necessary
saying Bob used the
I
ATST
anticipate
barrage
no
ability.
difficulties.
Take
Oh,
out
That's
the
not even a thing
stragglers.
anymore.
No,
We got rid of that.
right. Yeah, that was OP. Now it is no longer existing.
Bombing run available.
So yeah, this is where we discovered that AT-ATs are actually really, really good if they just get to point at
Provide
the enemy.
necessary backup.
Yeah, that's how it should be, I think.
Initiate bombing.
I want
Nope,
to still
there's no
add their
barracks.
like side thing, side turrets, but
The secondary cannons. Yeah, I think actually it looks like from what I've
Choose your
seen,
reinforcements.
they've been added.
have they? That's good. Saves me work later.
Yeah.
Reporting.
Because I basically
bummer.
want to make them ground SSDs,
Yes, Commander.
and then
Yeah.
we'll make them higher pop cap. But then you can have like 5 of them
Ready.
and do a lot
Take out any
instead of 10.
AT-AT.
Aha, it's back's
Keep your
turned.
eyes on your
Get it, man.
I don't know if that's going to work out for you.
Oh no, it's Joris.
So is Hexadus seeing how a real player win this battle,
Armor
or
transport ready.
Acknowledged. Keep your eyes on your scanners.
Moving to secondary position.
that's with you having been able to practice this strategy too? Like, come on.
I'm sorry.
We don't currently have any plans to do the ATAR, no. Our focus is going to be on working on ground mechanics and updating existing assets rather than adding in new stuff. Because there's already a ton of stuff in the mod and it's harder to balance around that
Roger
when you're
that.
trying to kind of revamp
I
the
anticipate
game
no
mode.
problems.
So we're still going to add other stuff in the
Warm up.
future, but right now any additions would just be for the
Attack.
Republic stuff. Or like CSA stuff, that kind of thing. Selling your
Awaiting your
turrets.
orders.
Excellent suggestion.
Yeah, I mean,
We'll clear the way for
it's
you.
like they're not going to do anything. That's the weirdest part about the build pads. Like, if you get in range, they're incredibly dangerous, but AT-ATs just outrange them.
Destination is acknowledged.
Yeah.
So it really feels like the rebels have the counter to AT-ATs is basically speeders only, and if you don't have speeders, you're screwed.
I copy.
So that's a thing that we might want to look at,
Reporting.
making infantry slightly more dangerous, maybe at close range. If
You
they
can
can get
start
up
your
to the AT-AT,
advance
they probably
momentarily.
should be able to do a bit more.
Mix squads as well,
Maybe.
rather than just because I don't think you had any Plex there.
I did have some Plex. They just didn't really do
Awaiting
anything.
orders. Right away.
They die before they can get close enough because there's so
Yes,
few in the
Commander.
squad.
Don't shoot that. I know we
Oh,
don't
no, you have
need
a
the
lot of
sensor
sensor
array,
array.
but
Moving out.
because I can see the whole map now.
Did the game reveal the whole map?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's an interesting thing that we might want to change as well. Where if you're winning, well, I don't know, but if you're winning by a certain amount, the game will just auto reveal the map.
Which
So-
I copy.
you had no chance.
Reporting.
No,
Ever.
Coordinates received.
We are ready to assist.
Ever.
I mean I had some chance. I killed
Ever.
a bunch of things. it,
Did
it,
you?
it didn't go quite as well as against Hex.
You killed
where I just
ATPTs.
completely-
Is that does that count?
I killed a lot of stormtroopers. I mean,
Who hasn't in this universe?
true. Where's Kyle when you need him?
Let's move out.
Kylo?
Hell, no.
Kylo Katarn?
Moving.
Ooh.
Constructing.
Okay, don't forget we need to. Oh god, we got the freaking like radar installation.
Yeah,
in.
we do. We won't use that though. That'd be cheating.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, these are my. No, I should have sold everything here. These are my tax facilities.
Money, what money?
Order acknowledged. Yes, Commander.
Everything's blue. What is this?
Oh yeah, and for some reason neutral is blue.
Yes, Commander.
Order, sir.
I don't know why.
There's not even a
Neutral
blue
is dark
faction
blue.
in the game like that, so I don't know what they'd be pulling that from. It just seems like it's.
I think it's the default multiplayer colors, maybe?
Yeah.
The default
be.
multiplayer color list is all I can think of.
Sensor node constructing.
Cool, so I just sit and wait for my bombing run to power up.
What did I
Like a
build
good
two
Empire at War
for?
player.
Sensor node has been sold.
Even I know that's not worth it. I just built two sensor arrays right next to each
Move
other.
out. Waiting orders.
You just love them so much.
Ready.
It's just a
can't
reflex
help
at
it.
this point. Like,
Yes, sir. Right
Oh,
away,
no.
sir.
See, to be fair, this planet is actually really hard to attack.
Construction.
In theory,
Reporting in.
because of all those capturable
capturable
turrets.
turrets, yeah.
Roger that.
So many.
Form up.
Like, a player can exploit those really hard.
Turret constructing. Awaiting orders. Copy. Turret constructing. Turret constructing. Turret constructing. We've secured a landing zone.
But yeah, everything is blue for some reason, including the like locals. They're all blue.
Construction complete.
Did you sell all the tax facilities? No, you didn't. Okay.
Reporting. Construction complete. Order acknowledged. Construction.
Some of the turrets are
complete.
pointing in
Yes,
interesting
Commander.
directions, I have to say.
Right away. Order, sir. Moving to that area, sir. Turret constructing. Reporting.
Just sitting watching you build up your defenses. Because this map doesn't have a defending sensor array.
Turret constructing. Awaiting orders. Construction complete.
As you wish, General.
One of these turret pads I can't
Ready.
capture, it looks like.
Heading out.
Or build pads, as the kids call them.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, there's some
Fallout
build
construction
pads that
complete.
might be set to like specific faction ownership. And that can break things a bit.
Roger. Reporting in. Roger that. Form up. Let's move out.
And so you just wait to be bombed.
Awaiting orders.
That's what I'm waiting for.
Turret has been sold. Copy. Let's go. Turret constructing. Copy. Turret constructing. Keep going.
Awaiting orders. Reporting.
Construction complete.
Alright. Come on.
Construction
Enemy
complete.
unit
Hey, look, I'm waiting for the bombing run. I'm
Invade
just...
me.
Our base is under attack.
Look, I'm learning from the best. As in, I'm learning from your glorious example and bombing the shit out of you before attacking. Sadly, I don't have ultimate bombardment,
distracted.
otherwise I'd make things
Oh, here it comes.
very slowly.
Oh, there's literally nothing in that path to defend.
Nope. I aimed it perfectly.
Yeah.
Now everything is dead. Well, not everything, but many things are dead.
Yep.
Do AACs outrange turbo laser
Tactical
turrets?
situation.
I feel like they
I
do.
think they do,
Retreat suggested.
ish, a little bit. Because if you try to tell too many to attack, they do that thing where they go in formation, and the back
and the
ones
back
push
one
the front
pushes
one.
them.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep.
'Cause they're
I win!
System
stupid.
Lost.
Hooray for me! Hooray for me.
Hooray. Oh my.
Invasion commencing.
Oh, for God's sake. Oh god, this one.
Well, we basically got...
I'm gonna vote for auto-resolve. Oh,
not a democracy. Or could you consider making boarding shuttles cheaper? No. They are overpowered as is.
Yes, Commander.
Because you're
Pretty
paying...
much.
You can use them multiple times, and you're paying for a capital ship to be added to you and taken away from them, basically.
Over there.
And it has to be balanced around the best thing you can get, really.
Sensor node constructed.
That's why, for example, in a game like... This is a weird example, but in Hearthstone, the mind control spell, which takes a card from the enemy and puts it on your side, is 10 mana. It's the max cost, because it's incredibly powerful to simultaneously destroy and gain a unit.
Yeah, we'd rather have
same
it be not competitively viable to do competitively or against AI when you're using it regardless, but to be there for basically the fun of boarding the unit rather than it being like a powerful gameplay thing.
Squad, move out.
Even in its current state, it's arguably a powerful
Yeah,
gameplay
it's
thing.
way too powerful currently, and people still say, why is it so expensive? Like, that's why.
Oh, hey, and Rogue, on this map, could you make the water passable to repulsor lifts? I think that's that is possibly an oversight. Because this map would be a lot better if repulsor lifts could cross it.
I assume so, because the way Enceladus set it up, like you have that northern passage where you can get into the base from the northeast. You can see the beachhead there, but the water doesn't allow for
but
it.
you cannot cross that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't allow it. It's set to non-passable instead of water passability,
Move out.
which is, whatever.
Right
but,
away.
you could argue it's radioactive because it's Ord Mantell, but I don't think Ord Mantell is that unlivable.
I think it's just dirty.
Moving out.
Yeah, pretty much.
Turret constructing. Awaiting orders.
This is where we just kind of smash into each other in this narrow passage. Though you might have a sensor array.
Not yet.
Okay, then I know where the sensor array is. Cool.
Moving to that area.
And you
sir.
probably do too, but maybe I get there first. Haha.
Look, sir, it's them.
Heading out.
It's impossible for me to get there first on this map.
Reporting in.
Well, it's possible, just not without an IDT.
Roger that. Form up. Fire. Open fire. Awaiting your orders.
So this is why build pads are arguably OP. Arguably.
Yeah.
Copy. As you command. Acknowledge.
Yes, sir. Fallout troops.
Yeah.
Oh hey, it's a Pox.
Hello.
Hey, Pox.
What's up?
I copy.
Playing some MPGC.
Woo. Who's winning?
Right.
Me.
Bob is winning.
Technically, Corey's kind of winning.
Let's move
Kind
out.
of. He's taken more
Okay.
planets so far, but
Reporting in.
Okay.
Let's go.
I mean, these early stages of the GC are very weird, and I don't think anyone has really played enough multiplayer GC in a mod
Keep going.
like TR to really be able to say who's winning. That's my excuse.
I just heard a bunch
Yeah,
of
okay.
excuses.
Form
Yeah,
up.
Yeah.
so...
This way.
I mean, has
Complying
anybody
with orders.
ever played multiplayer GCs? This stuff is probably pretty unbalanced, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, it's broken as hell. It's kind of hilarious actually. Like
On my way.
AT-ATs are either like the best thing in the world or completely useless.
Copy.
Currently for Corey, they're the best thing in the world.
Over there.
Okay.
Moving out.
It's rock, paper, scissors, where
Yes, sir.
the role of scissors is always played by AACs.
I copy. Advancing.
Yes, and AT-ATs are the paper.
Ah, okay.
And infantry are the rocks.
Well-
Sad rocks.
Reporting.
I guess most of the time, AT-ATs rock, so I guess AACs are paper?
Hmm.
Order
Yeah, they're paper.
acknowledged.
They
So-
fall apart to everything else.
Right away, sir.
So,
Is it because of the weird pathing, or?
well, the
Yeah,
biggest thing that
some
makes
of that.
AT-ATs suck is they can't turn around, but
Spreading out.
Oh, okay.
anything
Yeah.
that can outrange them and do a little bit of damage, which is basically just AACs. Will kill them. Okay, can you all shoot them, please? There we go.
No, don't shoot all of them. No. These poor guys, they were just there guarding the sensor array, having a quiet day.
They should know playing
Flex
against me that that's the most dangerous place to be.
Flex Troopers are really bad against Imperial units for some reason, it feels like.
Yeah.
Squad, advance.
And also, T2Bs.
Are
Why do
useless.
they exist? Why do they exist? Oh, they're so bad. They're like 2Ms with no redeeming qualities. 2Ms at least have DPS. T2Bs have no anything.
Oh,
They don't
God.
do anything.
Oh, that's all.
They just run in and die. And now they're gonna get bombed. Brilliant.
No,
Run away!
That position.
Run away!
I don't need to use my bombing run on those guys.
A defense.
Oh.
Oh, holy shit, bombing runs are probably
Yeah,
really imbalanced in multiplayer.
Oh god, they're
And single
completely... They're just... Oh, it's a thing. It's like if you're the attacker, you just sit there and wait for your bombing run. If you're the defender, you have to have a shield. And if you don't have a shield, everything is dead.
yeah. We were never expecting multiplayer to come back, so ground is mostly balanced right now around making it as painless as possible. But
Yeah,
in
so
MP, that
that
translates to
means-
being
What's
painful.
laser?
Short cooldowns on bombing runs, I guess.
I
Like, the
kind of
cooldown
want to
isn't even
change
that
their
bad, it's just that they're
functionality.
so... Like, I destroyed like 2 buildings and half the garrison forces with 1 bombing run.
Yeah, too much area
Like-
damage, and I just don't like how they work. I wish we could gate them somehow.
A bit more.
I'll be there shortly.
Just like have an actual cost to it, other than how long do you want to sit there without getting bored.
Right, yeah. I mean, I think ideally the solution would be having defenders have more options to push out.
Yeah.
And that's difficult. Obviously, that's a lot of map design stuff, I think.
Attack that target.
I just sell my turrets as he advances. It's great.
Distance
the most-
calculated.
It's just gonna...
And no, Hexodus, I don't want to play multiplayer GC with you. I don't think I can play EAW this long.
It's a... Yeah, that's the other part. That's the other part of the issue with multiplayer GC.
You guys want to go do a free-for-all skirmish?
Sure.
Yeah. Yeah, let's let Pox win.
Then Pox doesn't have to be on my team, and I won't have to hear him complain about it.
Planetary control.
Yeah,
All
so
right.
this is multiplayer GC. As everyone can tell, it needs a hell of a lot of work to make it fun.
Are we playing Death
Death
Build
Build,
or?
yeah.
Okay, so I might have to. pull first.
Actually, wait. Does the dev build have the maps in the Meg? I don't think it does.
No, probably not.
Okay, so we'll do the release build if you guys have that.
Well,
Probably.
obviously I have. Interesting that not having the maps in the Meg didn't matter to GC. As an aside, that didn't actually matter there.
Yeah, well, we
Huh.
didn't desync so that at all. That was
Yeah, it's actually pretty smooth because it's just 1v1. There's a hell of a
Yeah.
lot less syncing that has to happen. So it actually ends up pretty smooth. There was a couple of drops, but it came back.
that was
so.
generally when I had to alt tab once, and I think that was one of them. I assume because I wasn't sure
Yeah,
if
that
OBS was
was-
working properly. I
Yeah,
think that was during
that
the
was
Kataris battle.
yeah, the land battle, and I was like, oop, yep. And it just kind of pauses, and then it comes back again. So, can't really complain too much.
I remember it followed they're probably based on Legends of Canon, but will Thrawn be able to be recruited in Tech Level 5? No, Thrawn wouldn't be part of the CIS or Republic in either of them. It's Legends based as well. Congratulations, Shaco. Start high school next year. Alright. Let me know when you guys are...
I'm ready.
Yeah, Steam has to update, so I don't know how long this will take.
Probably like 3 seconds.
I don't know. It's been there for a minute or so. Oh no, it's launching. Yeah, but give me a minute. I'll have to get some soda. Okay,
Yeah,
I'll
he's
be
got to
right
survive
back.
playing Empire Wars. Yeah, I'll be right back as well. That was a lot of talking.
Alright, what map are we going to go to? I think this one works.
Alrighty, time to gang up on Corey.
Hey.
That's ultimately the problem with a 1v1v1. Someone gets jumped on.
Pox?
I mean, we could get... While he's
not
here,
here.
we could gang up on Pox, actually. He's probably the better player, so... Though obviously you've had much more practice.
What did I miss? What was the start of the stream? So at the start of the stream we did a couple minutes of 1.0. I just talked a little bit about the stuff that was in the news post that we put on Mod Database and the website. I think that was like 5 a.m. that I put that up.
The best time to put up news.
Well, I figure by the time that Mod Database gets around to actually authorizing it.
True.
If you put it as archived to start, it'll at least be visible on your profile. And then eventually Mod Database staff will come around and make it public. But I really wish there was like, after a certain amount of time, there was just like auto approval or something. Because they even do that for files now. If you have it scheduled, it'll just go up. But you still need the news post to be verified.
Yeah, I feel like verified. You should maybe have an option to be a verified user so that you're just trusted by default. I think that would be best. Because I can understand why they might want to still check news posts vaguely.
Yeah, especially for newer content. If we could edit, I guess the CSS thing, always having to go through them if you want to make an edit to your page. Like, you can't test stuff. I think you have to, like, download a copy of the website and try to mess around with it offline and then submit the CSS to Mod Database to update themselves. That's why Fall of the Republic doesn't even have anything. Just the stock thing. So I really need to
that does sound like a pain.
change. We had one of the images hosted on PhotoBucket, and then that whole PhotoBucket becoming even worse happened.
Yeah. But for some reason, the 12... Oh, right. Password.
Are we? I thought Steam Friends didn't...
Nope, you gotta tell us the password. You know, somewhere. Super covert.
I think this is it. I didn't think it would matter when I made it, so...
Password incorrect. You might just need to rehost with a...
Yeah, or... It's something like that, so if you want to just think of all the different variations of that, I'll rehost.
Okay, so I've gone through all the variations that seem reasonable right now.
There. Oops. I don't know what window I just typed in, but...
Hooray!
I'm back.
How...
But Empire at War died. I don't know why.
It died?
Yeah, I don't know. It just didn't launch when I pressed launch. It started up and crashed again. I don't know.
That's fun.
I sent you the password. I think I'm going to be doing a full multiplayer GC series with Legion 217 at some point.
Sounds
that'll
good.
Be fun to record. I think we're gonna have to try to do it all in one sitting. Did the saving actually work for you guys when you tested it?
Yes, it does work.
That's encouraging.
You're just going to have to make sure you stay on exactly the same version, obviously.
Yeah.
But it does seem to work. There's a chance of it not working, however. Like, one time we tried to save and it just kind of crashed. So I wouldn't rest your hopes on it, but if you get through like a 6-hour session, you're like, we should probably stop now.
Yeah.
You'll just cross your fingers about it, I guess. Because ground combat, unless you both like agree to auto-resolve it, it's going to take a while.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Did we do anything about the Empire of the Hand balancing in Skirmish? Because they seemed pretty weak last time we played.
Consider it a standard handicap for you.
Huh?
Consider it a handicap to bring you down to our level.
Okay, I'm just going to play them.
And then you can tell us how much they suck.
Okay.
And they can get rebalanced.
Yay!
I guess since you guys are using the right colors, we'll make this. I'm gonna go green. This will be a true anniversary stream for our 3 original factions.
Woo!
Everyone can see how much has changed.
So true. Last year we did 1.0, right? It was horrible.
Did we do 1.0 skirmish?
Yeah, ground skirmish.
All right, that was awful.
God.
There were these. Oh God, what were those tanks you did?
RFT.
Rapid fire tanks, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they were pretty imbalanced.
I think I remember that. Just that ground map where just the Empire of the Hand just destroyed everybody.
Wait, what? Where are my fighters?
You don't need fighters. Shit. This is a big map.
Yeah, it is. It's a 4-player map, right?
Building under construction.
Is it a 4-player map?
No,
I don't
3
know.
teams.
No such thing. It's 6. I think it's up to 9. In fact, I think it's technically going to be a 9-player.
Nebula is blocking our scanners.
Which is a lot of players.
Station ready.
Unit in production.
TIE interceptors.
Building
I had to leave for the first minute of the game, so I'm at a disadvantage.
Yeah, the first minute's pretty important, it turns out.
Reinforcements en route.
Watch for enemy ships. Go after them.
Are you planning to make space turrets actually worth it, or?
I don't know. I don't think so. Not like that, at least. Because there's other stuff, like we were talking about the research stations, and then I'd rather have fewer of them in a place that matters more, be goal-in ones. Like capturable, buildable goal-in ones.
Building under construction.
Receiving message.
Vehicle in production.
Space station under attack. Construction complete. Upgrade in progress.
Well, crap.
Yeah. Go home.
Have you lost at every mine?
Choose your reinforcements.
Oh goodness, no, not at every mine.
Moving out.
Just at most of them?
Not even at most of them, just one. Where our friendly German player appeared and said,
Ooh, I'm friendly.
En route.
The large nebula area in the middle does lend a pretty cool, like, sneaky feeling to the map.
Very sneaky. See, this is when I always want to make Survivor references, but no one will ever get them. So it's not even Survivor references. It's a Survivor podcast. And
that's very specific.
A good 10% of what I say on the channel is a reference to Rob has a podcast, but no one will ever understand.
Intensify laser fire. Moving out. Gun batteries ready.
Oh no, it's me in a Lancer.
Oh no.
TIE
It's
squadron
me.
here. TIE's reporting in.
Lancer frigate ready.
Bollocks. I'm used to Phoenix Rising where we don't have the mine upgrade. Now I feel really stupid.
Ready for action.
It's like I kind of need the mine upgrades. They're pretty good, it turns out.
Ready for command, sir. Course set.
That's where you make your money.
Why are Corona so slow?
I don't know.
I feel like the new class ships should be pretty speedy.
Orders, sir.
Cruiser
Course
online.
set.
I mean, I might be completely wrong.
Oh shit. Pox is cheating.
Go away, Bob.
Navigating.
Oh no.
We need to kill Ashik.
Squadron standing by.
I'm trying, but he's got a stupid little
Cruiser
Empire of the
here.
Hand Lancer version.
Navigating.
Ready.
Yeah,
for
that's gonna be
battle.
my main problem in this match. By the way, I have no idea what the ships do. What the ships do.
Ready for
Well, you
command,
managed to pick
sir.
just the right one to destroy fighters, so...
Yeah, I know that Astroni are the fighter
Closing in.
stuff,
What are
but
your orders?
no idea about the other ones.
Station ready.
Just guess. What's the worst that can
Yeah,
Upgrade in process.
probably. Look at Cory. Already has an acclamator.
Gun
Look at
batteries
Pox cheating and revealing the entire map.
He's using what's available to him, you know?
ready. Engaging.
Cheating?
And there is a bit of it, yeah.
If he had any honor, he would send that thing flying into all of our forces.
Cruiser online.
Coronas are so bad. When they're not just carrying loads of fighters into battle.
Yeah, I want to take away
I copy.
basically all their fighters and give them better actual weapons.
Roger that.
That would be lovely.
That or the Sasheen, and give them that level 1.
Sashin's... Yeah, the Sashin, I think, is very... Like, I can barely distinguish the two. So,
Move to attack.
I'm very unsure about that. About the benefit
Yes,
either
sir.
way.
Alright, who's ganging up on who?
I honestly can't tell.
Your order, sir.
I don't feel like I'm ganging up on anyone. I'm currently just fighting Pox.
So,
Yeah, and
can I be
I feel
Eurasia?
like I'm just losing. I'm just losing.
Okay,
Our
so
shields
not
kill
losing,
Bob.
per se.
Command available.
Got it.
Constructing unit.
Standing by.
It's mostly just
Our
that
shields
Corona are like
protect us from
unkillable with what you
asteroids.
have, but they also can't do any damage.
All gun
So-
crews report in.
You know, fun times.
Ooh, holy shit. Camera turned.
Alright, I'm on my way to kill all of Bob's assets.
Cruiser standing by.
Bomber standing
These
by.
Astroni are just like unkillable.
Gun
Wait,
batteries ready.
where are Astroni? Oh, I still have one. Great.
Lancer frigate ready.
Yeah, just like I said, unkillable. It's obnoxious.
Okay. Let me build more of those.
Jesus Christ.
What the fuck? How do you have an MC-80?
At your command.
I mean, I have a lot of things.
Unit in production.
Holy
Gun
shit!
crews report in.
They're not very good.
Yeah,
That's
they're not
any
very good.
consolation.
But they actually, they don't
Sir,
die
Our
either.
sensors are being
So
affected by the nebula.
They have a lot of staying power, but not
I
a
mean-
lot of power when staying.
I don't even
Move to
I don't even
attack.
have enough credits to build stuff.
Enemy
Did you
forces
build your
sighted.
well,
mines?
whose fault is that?
We're in position.
Yeah, I lost 2 mines, so I'm
Roger that.
pretty broke right now.
Target sighted.
Well, whose fault is that?
Did you get
Whose
the
fault
upgrades
is
to the
that?
mines?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
Don't help him.
Form up.
Pox doesn't need our help.
Sir, our sensors are being affected by the
Yeah,
nebula.
I should probably retreat from there.
Sir, our sensors are being affected by the
Gun
nebula.
batteries ready.
Hopefully Hex is feeling proud of me right now.
Oh, did you practice?
Awaiting orders.
I wouldn't say practice, but I mean,
Fire.
I've played against him a few times. And usually I beat him in Phoenix Rising, but then usually I lose in ICW, so... I'm really sad that Battle Dragons don't have their ridiculous fighters.
Attack that target.
I guess that would be a little too mean.
En route.
Okay, time to go kill your MC-80.
Receiving message.
Okay.
What is that battle dragon doing here?
Under attack.
Attack formation. Decoding transmission.
They got stupid range on the... Alright, because you fixed the range. I was going to try and sneak in and grab that mine, but apparently not.
Unit in
Oh
production.
shit, speaking of cheating, there's a sensor array on this map.
Not for long.
Squadron reporting.
I know where it is. I'm going to kill it.
That's rude.
Take out the ion cannon.
All gun crews reporting.
Go after
Copy.
the stragglers.
Everyone's going to have full vision except me at this rate. Oh no, now I'm the one with full vision. Excellent.
No, Ashik is gonna die. Don't worry about
Cruiser
Ashik.
reporting. I copy.
No, I don't think you understand. There is a sensor array on this map.
Yeah, I know. I understand, and I'm going to destroy it. I mean, your
No, you're
comment
not.
that everyone's gonna have full vision except for you. So even if I took that sensor array, if we kill Ashik, Pox doesn't get full vision.
Hypervelocity gun available.
In the asteroid field.
I said no.
Hypervelocity cannon firing.
They're coming in.
Oh, you...
I think you might be dodging it.
I sincerely hope so. Whew. Whew. No damage.
More enemy craft.
Yeah, the gunners on those are drunk.
Reinforcements
Star
canceled.
Destroyer reporting in.
I'm trying to decide if it's worth actually going to
Navigating
Tech 3 or not.
coordinates. Dire squadron standing by.
I hope you didn't need that mine, Pox.
Huh?
I hope you didn't need that mine. That asteroid
Oh.
mine.
Reporting.
Actually, I did.
Cruiser
I
here.
think he
That's a shame.
he probably does.
Taking fire.
Oh well.
Sir, our sensors are being affected by the nebula.
Alright, you guys go over there.
We have interference.
Choose your
We don't have
reinforcements.
money.
Gun them down.
Oh, he does. That's great. I can cheat too. Okay, Pox. What you're doing is now morally okay. Because I'm doing it as well.
Upgrade.
I don't know if it's cheating if we all... Like, oh god, Gilad. I don't know if it's cheating if we all have it.
Where are the others?
Why do...
Yeah, I'm not actually sure what you mean, because I just got the vision and I'm not sure how.
It's your hero.
Oh, okay.
It's the blue dude, yeah.
Yeah, you should probably go hide him somewhere. Otherwise you might regret everything. Meanwhile, Corey's trying to... Real sneaky. Super sneaky fleet down in the bottom
It's
left.
not sneaky.
Super
I told
sneaky.
you where it was going, and then it's Star Destroyers. They're only so sneaky.
I mean, I guess in your mod, in your mod, yes, they kind of cheat
Cruiser online.
a bit. And you can see where Star Destroyers are all the time.
Sir, targeting.
I will say that Bothan assault cruisers, either they need to build slower, or MC-80s need to build way quicker.
Available.
They do.
The ACs are too
Yeah.
strong. Well, they're not too strong.
Okay.
It's that one.
They also, why don't they take damage from asteroids? Jesus.
Star
Hey,
Destroyer
rude! You're
reporting
blowing
in.
up my lovely little.
Moving to coordinates.
Falling out of formation. Draw their fire.
Blowing up my lovely little dock, where I'm getting all my sweet ships.
Space Dog?
Attack
Yeah.
formation.
Rude.
The YouTube
I like
channel?
that
Star
space
Destroyer
dock.
standing by.
Go after the stragglers.
Hey, a chaff.
Holy shit.
For another attack.
What?
They're coming.
Hypervelocity
The MC-80
gun
is
available.
not dying.
Unkillable? Yeah.
Enemy
Yeah.
Hypervelocity cannon firing.
And of course you can HV gun whatever the hell you want, which is really annoying.
I mean, I don't think I have... Does the Empire of the End have anything?
Not right
It has an
now.
HV gun, not in the current patch, but in the dev build it has an HV gun.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so that's why we are not playing the dev build. I see.
That we went over why we're not playing the dev build. You wouldn't be getting your full vision in the dev build either, I don't think. Actually, you might. I don't think I pushed those.
Yeah, I don't think
yet.
we've actually patched that yet.
I have, I just don't think I pushed it.
Man, I might actually need a couple of Corvettes. What is this madness? New Republic shouldn't have to build Corvettes. That's bullshit.
Our target priority is the laser cannons.
These BACs aren't as OP as I was promised.
Those torpedo launchers must be destroyed.
Wah, I'm Bob, I'm not automatically winning.
I think Corey may win this one.
No, we won't.
See, Corey, you should be automatically losing. That's the difference.
Yeah.
I'm not saying I should win, I'm saying you should lose. It's a slight difference.
You just want to let Pox win?
Maybe. I don't know.
Unacceptable.
It's like let the Wookiee win, you know? He'll rip our arms off metaphorically.
I'm not that hairy.
Properly.
Our primary target is
I don't like all those K-Wings being here.
Our primary engine system is down.
I love K-Wings.
I don't.
They're great fun.
So my Astroni is still here and has like
It's okay. It's looking like
one HP.
It's looking like Corey has thrown away his entire hero set.
I'm fine with that.
My station. So if you want to go and attack Corey's station, Pox.
No.
Hey, I win!
I
I had the most
You
stuff.
do not
when
get
that
to win
happened.
by default.
I do
You
get
do
to
not
win
get
by
to win by
default.
default.
So sad.
It was actually pretty
It was
fun.
just, yeah, I was just recovering.
Right, let's try one
Yeah,
more
because I
time.
wasn't destroying you.
There's quite a few games in.
That's everything, though.
Yeah, it's every mod
They
and
patched it.
vanilla.
Oh, okay. Ah, right. I see.
So most
no TR games.
There's usually a
Actually, I
few,
think it's
actually, but...
if it's yellow, it means compatible with password protected, possibly. It might just mean password protected though. So
Guess what? I'm not
Oh.
gonna play the Empire of the End
Get in
again.
here.
let's
What map?
let's.
Oh, are you serious?
No. I'm trying to find... What else?
I'm gonna play the OP faction.
What?
guess we'll
Oh
try
shit!
Dragonite.
I wouldn't do that.
Too slow.
Okay.
I mean, we can both play the OP
Huge.
faction if you want, and just spam precursives
Oh.
against Corey.
Just gonna do Zinch.
I guess we'll
Okay, that
stay
means
at
we need
Lagoon.
an AI player, because we need someone playing an actual faction, right?
Oh.
I mean,
Is
yeah,
it not letting
there
you
must be
guys
at least
ready
one
up?
player for each. There must be at least one player for each side.
Who do I want to play then? I'll play one of the three, but...
That's
Which
very
one?
kind of you, Corey.
Wait, didn't they patch that?
No,
Oh shit!
they patched it for vanilla factions
Ah,
because the bug happened for vanilla factions even.
TIE
But-
Hunters are already in the game, Jack.
What apparently the fix you can do is have if you're doing like a 2v2 or something, you can have a team 3 AI player playing one of the 3 main factions, and that'll fix it. And then the AI player doesn't spawn because there's no team 3. But
Oh.
it doesn't work in a free for all, sadly. Maybe I should put my money where my mouth is and be like, yes, I'll have an AI player on my team, but I don't think it's fixed in the release build currently. I think the AI is still a bit broken in Skirmish.
Receiving message.
Ready for battle.
Decoding transmission.
okay. Let's see.
Roger that.
What do I have here?
The nebula is
Ready for
locked
action.
in our scanners.
Vehicle in production.
An MTC only playthrough? That's not going to happen.
That would be very sad.
Painful.
Warm up.
That'd be the end of the channel.
It would be so painful to watch, yeah.
TIE squadron here.
Corey would be very sad.
Building under
Awaiting
construction.
orders.
That raw stream would be nothing compared to...
The MCC would probably get buffed afterwards, to be fair.
Choose your reinforcements.
It'd get deleted from the game.
Oh, vision hack.
Oh, not again. Corey, you cheating bastard.
No, it's okay when I do it.
But you have to lose.
No, I don't.
Reporting.
It says so on the channel.
It was clickbait. It's all a lie.
Yes, sir.
But you don't have a red circle.
Station ready.
Fake news.
Tech upgrade in progress. Construction complete.
Local mod developer gets demolished in mod? Question mark.
Construction complete.
It was his own mod.
It's just random words capitalized for no discernible reason.
Taking fire.
Beginning construction.
Where'd he go?
Target locked.
So,
Orbital
yeah,
command
Corey, you're
available.
just gonna lose this.
Upgrade
So,
in progress.
just go away, please.
The mine at the Middle
Yeah.
East.
Exactly.
Bob, what are you doing? What are you doing over
What am
there?
I doing?
At your command.
I don't know what I'm doing.
It's just sad.
I'm just keeping Pox busy.
No, I mean the acclimator
Tech
going over there.
upgrade complete.
It's just, you know, evening the playing field.
It's
Construction complete.
not going to work for you, and then it's just you're going to lose it.
Receiving
I feel
message.
like I'm being...
Vehicle in production.
You should just turn around.
Upgrade
Thanks, Brady.
complete.
I'm trying to decide if I'm being lied to here.
For the Empire.
I just feel bad for you, is all.
Around for another run.
Mm-hmm.
Getting a lock.
I bet.
Intercepting.
Yeah, I think the boba nerfs were in the last release in
Cruiser
2.2.4.
reporting.
Choose
Yes.
your
I'm
reinforcements.
pretty sure they were.
Flank speed.
Unit in production.
Launching attack.
Also, Raiders do not fire in a very good... Like, they can only fire forward.
Yes, Commander.
Stay in
Oh, this was a mistake. It's okay, I'll just go get on the other side of that ship and it'll be fine.
No, it's one weakness.
Reinforcements en route.
Oh my god, we really need to change the massive right sphere radius on fighters. Holy crap. It upsets me.
Yeah.
I have them now. Direct fire at their laser cannons.
Let's get to
You're
it.
still marginally on that side of the ship.
Damn it! Stupid acclimator.
Yes! No!
Stupid acclimator. Stop flying around it.
This is why the Naruto is supposed to be like a longer range unit,
Target those lasers.
not
Yes.
a point blank thing. But
Ready for action.
Yes.
Constructing unit.
Oh my god, this stupid little raider.
the update's going pretty well. We know for sure the post battle freezes are
Direct fire on those torpedoes.
from something. I think with the picking the planet to spawn stuff on, and that's like the biggest issue we're trying to solve right now, and just making sure the Avitha actually work how they're supposed to.
The engines are our
Yes,
primary
and I've
target.
already put in, so Pox, there's now a library function for detecting if a faction's present. I basically just rejiggered your
Gunboat here, sir.
I'm losing.
little
Yeah,
function that you
I
added
saw that.
into the
Yeah.
stat display, so you might want to refactor it, I guess, but...
No, it looked pretty good. I might move it to.
Oh my god. There's gonna be video evidence of that too.
I just might want to move it to TR util.
Okay. That's fair. And then I think it should be put on, like, all of the hero spawning needs to be moved to Lua, and then use that function as a wrapper to determine if they can be spawned or not.
Okay.
And then basically just... It'll just test, right? It'll just test if it can be spawned that way. And that should work, I think.
Tech
I
Yeah,
hope.
upgrade
probably.
in progress. Tech upgrade cancelled.
I do think the team markers need to be fixed on this map. They kind of point the wrong way, I
Yeah.
think. They all point to the right, which is fine for me.
At your command.
I always apparently pick the right position. Wow, I am not doing very well this time.
Is there an ETA on when there is a multiplayer build of the GC, or is that it? Well, we talked about it in the news post today. It's going to be coming out in 2.2.5, which will hopefully be before the end of the month, but I don't want to give any solid promises on that, but because I'm moving on the 3rd, and that could mess up a lot of stuff for the week before and after that.
Leapfrog! Leapfrog! So stupid. I assume you can see what's going on up there, Corey.
Yep, I can see everything, except for Pox's base.
How stupid it is. How I'm just coming in behind. We're just came in behind each other.
Yeah, Pox's ships need to face the other way.
Yeah, there was another ship before, so...
I think Rogue did that before he knew how those markers worked. I don't think he did much skirmish stuff before.
Yeah, which is fair. Like, I can't really, it's not exactly a clear
Hello.
documentation or anything. Oh my god, this is just... so stupid.
Okay, we'll be at your base soon.
Eventually, we'll
I want to get in on this.
Hey!
Oh no, please.
Oh.
Oh my god, not another one.
Yeah, so it uses the skirmish variants of the units. And we have to do some weird stuff with tech levels for the Warlord specifically. And also some other locking.
Yeah, there's that stupid little hacky building we had to put in, which I feel like we should be able to fix to not have to use it. But...
yeah, that's weird, but oh well. I can't leapfrog in behind you guys. You know what? There we go.
I'm waiting for the... oh, I'm surprised it wasn't just like a straight up phalanx or something.
No, that wouldn't be in the spirit of what was going on already.
Just frigates just dropping in.
I could afford it.
Oh,
Here's another one.
Unit in production.
I don't even... I don't... What? Quasars? Why did you build quasars?
Why wouldn't you build quasars?
They have
Because they're useless?
a lot of stuff.
I mean, they have a lot of fighters, I guess.
Do the Desync quasars have TIE Raptors?
Yeah.
Oh god, they do.
I
Oh,
think so.
Yeah, that makes them
Well.
useful.
that makes them OP, yeah. Okay, eventually I will just be dropping stuff behind my base, apparently.
Because this is also before I nerfed the Arc 170 and the TIE Raptor.
Oh god. This is a clusterfuck.
Because Dark was upset that I nerfed the Arc 170, but he was comparing it directly against the TIE Raptor, which is the other thing that needed to be nerfed. So
Yeah,
now they're
all
actually
just kind
in
of
line
like-
with the other fighters. Okay, a lot of these Raptors need to not be here.
Copy that.
Alright.
Choose your reinforcements.
Location locked. Heading out.
Oh no.
Ascendancy at the
This
ready.
is gonna be a mess. More of a mess. It's a lot of a mess already, but... well, that's not my victory class. Playing Empire v Empire is very confusing.
Star Destroyer comms
It's
open.
very confusing.
Orders, sir. Activating weapons.
Ready to receive orders.
Also, does Trellix have the fighter locomotor properly? Because he doesn't seem to go and engage fighters properly.
Mega Maze.
He just kind of sits there unless you tell him to do stuff.
Gunboat here, sir.
I'm not sure. I thought it was just a direct copy of Boba's stuff, but... okay. I'm in the
Oh, it might be
part...
Boba that's broken.
I'm out of your firing ranges.
Draw their fire.
Ascendancy at the ready. Fire and sequence
Oh
initiated.
no.
Space station
It's
damaged.
the unnerved phalanx.
Go after the stragglers.
Where's the
Oh, time to
phalanx?
bum rush it.
Ready for action.
I can see it.
That's a peltist.
Requesting assistance.
Don't have to be coy.
That's
Sorry,
a
whatever,
peltist.
Telfast.
Come on.
Whatever.
Vehicle in production.
Whatever.
Don't be
All the
racist.
same thing.
Not all Empire of the Hand ships are the same. That's ignorant.
Precursor could use the powder weapons icon thing, like particle, probably.
Hmm. I still need to update that model more. Same with the Secutor.
Weapons ready.
Okay,
Yeah,
bye, boss.
mostly the engines just could be higher quality, right? I mean, the rest of it's pretty alright in my opinion.
Thrawn reporting.
Yeah, go away, Pox.
Yeah,
Leave me alone.
yeah. I don't care about you anymore.
Yeah, go attack Corey.
Don't attack Corey.
Falling out of formation.
Oh, now you've got Thrawn?
He would approve.
There's only so many precursors I can spam.
That's the idea.
Space station
Ready.
under
Do you
attack.
have something to report? Take out the iron cannons.
The iron cannons.
Weapons ready.
Yes, they're made of iron. It's very good for you.
Well, that's just how Thrawn pronounces ion, so...
Our primary target is those iron cannons.
Iron cannon. Our primary target is those iron cannons.
The lasers are our target.
Yeah, we need to just go get...
Well, it's not
It's the laser cannons.
it's not Mads Mikkelsen, it's the other guy. Whoever voices Thrawn in Rebels.
Mini
The other
Mikkelsen?
Mikkelsen. Yeah. The other
The
Mikkelsen.
lasers are our target.
Are we gonna be leapfrogging back to my base from here?
I don't know, are we?
Reinforcements.
Coming around.
Seems that way.
Oh, for God's sake.
See, that's the phalanx.
Reporting in.
Fine, God.
Waiting orders you want.
I stand corrected.
Pox, where did your stuff go?
Engine system is down.
I don't have stuff anymore.
You had Tyraptors.
Cruiser reporting.
Yeah,
position.
they're fighting.
Yeah, they're currently
Some
fighting
Confirmed.
Trellis.
hero.
Under
Oh.
attack.
Some hero. Wow, Pox, you know so much about them all.
Vehicle in production.
Ready for the
Yeah, don't ask me about unit stuff. I just come in and think of some new script stuff, and then I'm gone.
Yes, Commander.
Yep.
That's all I do.
Intercepting.
Stay in formation.
At least we make you play it sometimes.
Yeah, that's true, and it's fun. I like it.
That's good.
The missile launchers are the fight.
Yeah, you hear that, Corey? Pox likes it.
We've got them on scope.
I like your mod, Corey. Great work.
It's everyone's mod.
Hypervelocity cannon firing.
The mod is a service to the world. Okay, who's hypervelocity gunning something and why is it my stuff?
Priority is the laser cannons.
Not me.
No!
My problem also is Rogue. You need to put planets in places where hypervelocity guns are actually visible when they fire, because holy crap, it's annoying when you have no idea what's happening.
Yeah, we need
It's
to
just like,
redo
well, I
all
guess-
the... Me and Knickers are gonna do different styles of planets. Like the larger ones
Under
with
attack.
that don't look awful.
I have calculated the possibilities.
Yes.
Attack.
Alright. Can I just destroy your stuff now without you sending in all this other stuff to destroy my stuff?
Tractor beam deactivated.
Why is
Probably,
that so much
because I am
damage?
down to 2 mines,
Turbo lasers.
as you can see.
Yeah.
So,
Thrawn! No!
yes.
I
your
need
actual,
other guy.
Your unit's even more OP. Oh my god. Pox, quick! Wrap around and get him! Do it for the rest of the team!
I don't have the vision hero.
Awaiting your orders.
There's an new
I
one
have
of
that.
your mines in the top middle. There's a observation sensor pod.
Great.
Okay, can we actually kill Otro?
No, he's got his one ion cannon and he's going to keep firing it.
Attack.
That could be the difference between victory and defeat.
I'm going to say probably not, but
We've lost our turbo
that makes you
lasers.
feel better.
Okay, there we
Awaiting
go.
your command. Our target priority is the laser cannon.
Ready for action. Nowhere to go.
Okay, need another peltist.
Space station under attack.
No, you don't. Peltasts are too good. You don't need another one.
Coming back around for another run.
Your command.
See, I don't need to win. I just need to not come in last.
Choose your
It's very rude.
reinforcements.
out. Locking on. Taking fire.
Pox is gonna take all the mines while I'm over here.
Commander.
Ah, you got
I'm
me.
going to do a classic Phoenix Rising strategy.
Nowhere to Fire at will.
Make the
Holding
game
fire
lag?
for maximum effect.
Come on, you're not Age of Rebellion, you can't make those jokes. Awakening of Rebellion, you can't make those jokes.
Go after the stragglers.
Getting a lock.
Regroup for another attack.
No, the other classic Phoenix Rising strat.
I got
Which is spam skip raise. It might be a bit late. They build really slowly for some reason.
Commander, they're hitting us.
I hope that means they're super OP.
I don't know if you'll have a chance to find out.
Yeah, because Valadusia are definitively not OP. They could probably do it with a rotation ability.
Yeah. Well, on this map especially, because the attack's always going to be coming up this way, and this is the main blind spot of the Valadusia.
The lasers are on target.
Yeah, I feel like the Valadusia being so directional, that should be the one that acts as the icon for stations in Skirmish, the station marker, so that mappers can point it better.
Yeah.
When I say mappers, I mean rogues, so rogue can point it better.
Former targeting. The lasers are our target.
Are you and him,
Commander, they're hitting
it was Coruscant that you were going to do? Was I wrong?
Yeah,
about
that's
that?
what we were thinking of. That'll be sometime at the end of the month, after I get back from the UK.
After you Brexit?
But yeah, Coruscant. Yeah, exactly. But yeah, Coruscant is kind of one of those planets that really needs one, and we're thinking maybe doing a destroyed Coruscant variant as well for the specific
For the Von War
GCs,
GC?
where it's, yeah.
As we said in the announcement for this stream, we said we'd be making a pretty big announcement for the mod. So I think it's time to do that. So on April 1st, we put out a trailer, or we put out a video called Revan's Revenge, and people have been asking since then if is it real or not. So I can finally tell you all that the next playable faction in Ascendancy after the Hapens will be the Siruvi. And they're also going to be put in Imperial Civil War in some way.
I'm on them.
Order confirmed.
Truly mind-blowing revelations there.
Yep.
Commander, they're hitting us.
So,
Oh, cool! My units get to survive because it's a free-for-all.
So we have
Fucking
some
shit out of
models
you.
from that we were using for the Ascendancy stuff, and the big problem with the Siruvi is generally ground stuff. But we can either we can at first work their ships into raid fleets, if nothing else, and then we can try to work them into different parts of different GCs like that.
I think they work perfectly as a raid fleet faction for the short term.
Star Destroyer reporting in.
They're an appropriate random alien group that just shows up and messes with everyone. So
Yeah.
I'm on them. Coming
And they're also the kind of faction that we could have playable in Skirmish before playable in GC as well, because we have a lot of space Skirmish assets for them. So we might even be in a position where they end up in Skirmish before anywhere else.
regroup for another attack. Excellent shot.
Alright, I win.
Awaiting orders. Coming around.
Nobody else is still alive.
Receiving message.
Are you sure?
100%.
Constructing unit.
don't worry, Pox. I'm going to at least destroy his Seath guy,
Commander, they're hitting
his
us.
arrow dude. Probably, maybe,
Where'd he go?
because my skip rays are
Engaging the enemy.
they are actually pretty good. It turns out.
Yeah, they're destroying my stuff. I basically got everything anti-structure that I could, and I have nothing for the fighters.
Decoding transmission.
Unless I were to move Ashik, but who would do such... Oh, well, I guess I already have the reveal things.
Roger that.
So that skip rays are pretty easy to hit with turbo lasers though for some reason. So
They're quite large for fighters.
I mean, yeah, they're really transports like they
Awaiting
are,
your
as they are
command.
portrayed in Phoenix
Them
Rising.
on scopes.
Corey, are you starting it? Are you trying to start a fight or something?
Your command.
It's a skirmish mode, Pox. The whole mode is start a fight. What a stupid question. Oh, Ashik, don't fly past the fighters. We need to kill those before they kill the mine.
Our engines are gone, sir.
Okay, I'm gonna kill you now.
Please do, Pox. Please do.
Just casually says it.
Okay, wait. So let's get this guy in here. Okay, there we go. And this guy.
Yeah, the Smugglers Guild is playable. Well, they weren't really a political entity or a military entity. They didn't really have
Oh, there we go.
anything aside from
Ready for action.
some
And another
smaller
one.
transports. They wouldn't really work. You should probably jump them in on the side where they're facing my stuff.
Yeah, I know, but you can more easily fly there, so...
Commander, our shields won't protect us from those
Orbital
asteroids.
command available.
Don't underestimate the Odo.
Constructing unit.
At your command.
Coming back around for another run.
So yeah, currently I just have an asteroid mine in the top left corner, so if anyone wants to put me out of my misery, just sitting here looking at this damn asteroid mine in the corner
Oh,
and
you
not being
can't
able to
actually
see
see.
anything else.
Yeah, I'll go and do that.
Roger that.
There's also the
Heading to
stream.
destination.
Yeah, but why would I watch your stream, Corey?
Our target priority
So I can get those millions and millions of YouTube dollars.
The lasers are our target.
It would be cheating.
Decoding transmission.
I'll just
target priority
cheer
is
for
the laser
Pox.
cannons.
Ooh, Pox! Ooh, go Pox! Turn your ships around, Pox. They're pointing
Yeah,
the wrong way.
I'm trying, but they're not exactly moving.
Action.
Yeah.
There's
I feel
that
like we might
one
want to
choke
increase the
point.
rate of turn on some ships.
It's pretty high, it's just they're trying to figure out how to get through that choke point.
No, sorry. There's a multiplier for if you turn them around on the spot. And if they turn around on the spot, there's a multiplier that makes it way slower.
Okay.
You can change that to be less ridiculously slow. I think you've probably got down to like 10% of their actual turn rate. Because yeah, most ships in Thrawn's Revenge, when they're moving, have a really fast turn rate. Instead, these allegiants are just going to very, very, very slowly turn around.
Station ready.
My poor station.
Yeah,
At least the Lucre Hulk doesn't really matter which way it's facing.
that's true.
It's useless from every direction.
Yep.
So, so why are you not attacking me?
My ships are
Destroyer
heading
here.
over there.
Wait,
I destroyed his engines
Are
on
you-
pretty much everything.
Yeah.
you don't have any free supply?
Copy.
I have
He's actually
15.
pretty full.
Most of my ships are there and immobile.
Star Destroyer command open.
It's
Just
just,
really,
it's just
really slow.
really it's just Scythe or
Star
Stent. Who are
Destroyer
you?
standing by.
Scythe.
Ascendancy at the ready.
Everything else I think has engines.
Star Destroyer
Yeah.
reporting in.
Okay.
Heavy cruiser.
Here goes your mine.
reporting.
No.
Choose your reinforcements.
It's like I'd quit, but I don't want to accidentally cause a desync by quitting, because I feel like that could
We're
happen.
moving out.
Probably.
Because there's been some weirdness where, like, when me and Hex were checking multiplayer GC, if you quit multiplayer GC, sometimes it'll just cause a black screen for the other player.
Yes, Commander.
Finally, my allegiance
Star Destroyer command
can do
open.
something.
Awaiting orders.
The other side has a bit more open space too.
Oh, great! Yeah, for some reason I can see that. Great. Let me jump in the Star Destroyer.
Because your fighters are over there now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Awaiting
Pox, you should
your
totally
orders.
take the sensor array that's in the top middle of the map. Though it's
Yeah, I
kinda
tried that. It's
Captain here.
There's
Oh.
the stuff that's up in
it's
the
this
middle.
one, right?
It's weird.
It's the one in the top middle, right?
Yeah, that should work.
Yeah, I have a Korean Corvette sitting there, like it's been sitting there for like 30 minutes.
I don't think
I don't think
Corvettes
they
are allowed
can,
to
yeah.
capture anything. I
Awaiting
think it
your
has to be
command.
fighters.
Ah, god damn it! I don't have
Orbital command
fighters.
available.
They're all busy
Apparently.
killing Cory.
Your
Well,
command.
tell them to stop.
The lasers are our target.
Okay, so apparently, even after destroying literally everything I have on the map, I still can't, like, I'm still just here.
Ready to receive.
Yeah, I think that's
9,300 credits.
just
Formation. Sir, I've detected.
standard EAW.
Just the whole free-for-all thing.
Yeah.
Making it very confused.
I think we did some like base game
Ascendancy at the ready.
community matches where that happened a few times.
Go after the striker.
So I remember not being sure where the bases were on. Was it the Shola map or something? And then
Our primary
I was just
engine
watching
system is
the
down.
death clones when stuff would die.
Regroup for another attack. Victim is quick.
Now that the Lucre Hulk is dead, your other ships are free to move into the space. I should have destroyed
Hello.
it.
Mega Matrix
High velocity cannon firing.
Getting a lock. Intercepting.
Repairing. Repairing.
Locking on.
The Donut of Doom.
Come on.
I think I gave it the pre-Clone Wars armament. Because I figured
it's
for the
literally just a big
CSA would
freighter?
be... Yeah, because I figured it was coming from the CSA, so that's why we do that. But it's too useless that way. I'd rather just give it the battleship armament and be done with it.
Yeah, because currently what just has lasers, right?
Yeah.
Or they quad? Yeah, so it doesn't even have the quad turbos. Because the quad turbos would make it actually pretty dangerous at short range.
Ready to receive orders.
The launch bay is disabled.
Especially when they're going to be one of the main ships for the CSA, I'd rather have them be actually viable.
Yeah.
Like they're old, but they can still be decent damage sinks.
Yeah, I mean in PR they're going to be like, they'll start out as the freighter version maybe and be upgraded to the battleship version, but you know, we have that option. But it's most likely the battleship and freighter version will just be completely separate, and the freighter won't be buildable, but the battleship will be.
What about the droid control ship?
God.
We've got like
It's
4
funny,
or 5 different Lucrehulk model variants.
In Ultimate Empire at War, we actually had a thing where droid control ships, if you sent your droid starfighters too far away from them, the starfighters would stop working.
Yeah.
That was interesting. Not really a very good gameplay decision, but interesting from like a mechanical standpoint, and like scripting standpoint. It was pretty interesting.
So would the script be on the individual fighters with that, or did you have it on the Lucrehulk?
I believe it was. I think the individual fighters had to have the script where it was like
that
check the proximity.
sounds painful.
Yeah, like it would check the proximity to the control ship, and if there wasn't one in range, like you could, any control ship would be enough.
Yeah.
But if there wasn't a control ship in range, they'd just stop.
How did that work within the squadron?
I think we maybe did containers. Maybe. I mean, I feel like it probably never worked as well as I thought it did, like in the past. And I could have a look at the old files. I think I've still got them around somewhere. But
Ion cannon system.
Yay!
No.
And we're continuing the tradition of me winning the anniversary stream.
It's a pretty good tradition, to be fair.
All right. Well, I think
well done, Pox.
That's going to do it for the stream. So thanks for coming out, everyone. Thanks for joining me, Bob and Pox. See you next year.
This was a pleasure.
Yep.